Welcome to the Wiregrass of Alabama in Troy and home to the Troy Trojans. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on last year's national champions, the Troy Trojans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started.
Make some noise for your Trojans.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Troy's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Walker will fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Barnes. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Georgia State jumps back to the line. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wants to throw. It's Bryant. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on fourth. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Really kind of a Jekyll and Hyde opening drive for the defense in the game. They've given up some yards and they've given up some big plays, but they've also got 2 sacks now already. So a little bit of back and forth. I think you're looking for a little bit more consistency from this defense now as the game develops.
The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to the running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Sets a kickoff.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to the ground. He's out past the 35. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 20. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Troy.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this. You can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Looking for a man, it's Bryant. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the ground with the back. He won't get there, and will bring up 4th down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. This quarterback part of their running game. Turning it on. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air, it's Bryant. There's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Handoff to the lone back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Troy. He would not be denied. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Georgia State, 3.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll try the right side. Breaks the tackle. Gets some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. And the Panthers want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
He'll try to feel the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. What a first quarter they've already put together, up 21-3 and going for more. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Walker to throw. Makes the grab. It's Pemberton. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Troy is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Power football with the run. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is...
Touchdown, Trojans! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. On the move. Breaks into the open. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Cal has had almost no answers today, and when they've had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. A puzzling performance in Berkeley. They're trailing by 14 to UCLA. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Walker will fire. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. This time he's got his man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that...
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency in getting first.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Troy!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Looking to throw, it's Bryant. Finds his tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The give to the back. There he goes. Touchdown, Panthers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
To the air on second down. Rush is on him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Walker to throw. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down and run. Keeps it himself and gets the first. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Trojans are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Going for it all. Got it inside the 10. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Trojans have it with a first and goal. A run for the quarterback. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Troy!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it and drive on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Rides the back on the option to give. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They punt it away on 4th down. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. On second and goal, he gets another chance. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water, gets it in. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. What a treat to be here in what is called the prettiest little stadium in America, home to the Georgia Southern Eagles in Statesboro. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Troy Trojans, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Trojans will kick it off to get us underway. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Eagles' offense will be first on the attack. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that's going to be the challenge for this offense tonight, is holding up against this pass rush. They are one of the best defenses in the entire nation because of their ability to get pressure on the quarterback. They're going to have to do a much better job tonight protecting their guy, or they've got no shot.
Off the play fake. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And you simply cannot start the game any better if you're on defense. The first two plays of the game, you get a sack. That's how you seize momentum.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They'll run the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in, looking for space. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Trojans' offense will go to work for the first time. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop it?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football, sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Walker will fire. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The give to the back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They're going to test the right side with this one. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And the Trojans are rolling down the field. With jet sweep pass. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Walker to throw. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They think there's room to run to the right here. Gets it past the marker. Turns it on in midfield. Wide open on the right. Sees him in open space. An opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And he made the read off the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football. But, man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football. The defense gets the ball back.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Leaves it with the running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Trojans have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He'll run it again. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Got the 1st down, looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front trenches, and this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Trojans look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll give it to the back. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
You got to be impressed with this offense and how they've been able to run the football and move it down the field, just being more physical in the trenches and getting some push. And leading by 3 right now down here in the red zone on 3rd down. I'm not so sure they won't run it again or give it to their running back in space and see if he can make something good happen.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. Don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Troy.
Okay, 4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
Well, they didn't overthink that one. 4th and goal down close like that. You just turn around, David, hand it off to the big fella and let him do the rest.
And a lot of times in these situations, 4th down and goal, you see quarterbacks sneak so much. They trust the big running back. They know he's going to drive his feet forward, finish the run, and get the touchdown.
Bringing it back. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And down he goes back at the 3. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Going with the ground game left. Breaks into the open. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. The 40. The 30. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Eagles!
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Cincinnati. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. All the way out to the 38-yard line, it's a gain of 15. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Walker will fire. Finds the tight end. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. Busts through behind his pad. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight, they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the single back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Troy.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
And I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll field it close to the 50. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Number 15, set to kick off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Gregory. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle, it's Gregory. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Eagles are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the tight end. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He'll try to really get into this. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football, Dave.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Walker to throw. Under fire. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Come on, alligator arms. I know you're running over the middle of the field, but do your quarterback a favor and just make the play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Looking to throw on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it on the outside. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second. Touchdown, Troy! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Here's the handoff. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is in the air. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He's got it, 1st down and more. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quick completion on the out. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Walker will fire. Touchdown, Trojans! Fitted in the window for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
The score, Troy 38, Georgia Southern 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll leave it with him. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Off the play fake on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special.
There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Got his man on the right. He's like a loose bowler, just caroms his way to the 32. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The play action fake. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Troy! That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions, and just carving this defense up.
Georgia Southern, 7.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Give to the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Somehow got the screen into that traffic. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Right on the money. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Motion from the wide receiver. A designed run for the quarterback. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
He's brought down at the 28. Brings up second down.
Okay. Quarterback making checks. Now on the move. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Turning it on. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David. The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the Wiregrass of Alabama in Troy and home to the Troy Trojans. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on last year's national champions, the Troy Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the SMU Mustangs offense will go on the attack first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And the Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Hines is back in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the Troy Trojans offense will go to work for the first time today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. They want to run this quarterback. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Walker to throw. Makes the catch. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. On the move. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Troy! A great catch and run for 6.
And how about the dinosaur, the fullback, getting involved in this game in the passing attack? This is a guy that has really, really good hands, and this offense knows in these types of situations, if they can just find a way to get him involved, he can go score.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive
Breaks into the open. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this guy just stays on a roll. He's been getting to quarterbacks and making life really, really hard. He had 3 sacks a week ago, 1 already in this ball game. You better know where he is at on every single snap.
Punt is on its way. Nestles it in at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. They give it to him again. Picks up the first down, still moving. On the move at the 30. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
Man, I'll tell you, you just can't quantify how much this guy has meant to his offense running the football. Leads the nation in rushing yards. He's the guy with the target on his back. Every time they take the field, the defense knows who they have to stop, and still, this guy churns out big run after big run.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Trying play action. Fires downfield. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Mustangs send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Motion from the wideout. To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Still looking, on the move. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Trojans with the 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. The quick out. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Might be changing the route. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the 1st period. We've come to the end of the period. It's Troy holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Calls his own number. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Troy! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the 1st half with the home team.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure and down he goes at the 22. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. And off to Jones. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? A third down try for the offense. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man to the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Mustangs will punt this one away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect them.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Coming up, fourth down.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense.
Will be a turnover on down.
One back, baby, one back.
To the air on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
The Mustangs will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots and make those big plays.
Well, I love the idea on offense here. Let's go to the quick passing game, right? Let's get it in and out of the hands of our quarterback quickly. Got to make sure you're throwing completions, though.
Slings it downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Walker will fire. Fires downfield. Finds a man on the right. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Finds his big tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Trojans are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hicks. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
He'll pull it on the read. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they were able to corral him for a huge loss.
They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Using his legs to buy some time. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Walker to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone at the 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They go to the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Makes the grab. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third down, he drops the throw. Finds his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Mustangs want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Brings up second down.
Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Wants to throw on third. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pressure coming. Down he goes, and that is the last thing this offense needed as they're trying to get it in the end zone. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He makes the grab. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far in Troy today.
The Mustangs will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They keep it on the ground to open the third. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. He now has 80 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Walker will fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Makes a grab past the marker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Trojans have their offense in high gear. Gives it on the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And the Trojans line it up with a 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man quickly. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Makes the catch. It's Hendricks. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that
Running room in the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Quarterback keeps it. And some room to work. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Solid run on the last play sets this offense up on 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Walker to throw. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, he'll throw it. This time it's complete. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Trojans are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to move the chains. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production, but listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you...
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll move the tight end. To the air on 1st down. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. There he goes. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, SMU.
Now, when you run run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Walker will fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. From midfield, looking for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. 3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it.
Touchdown Mustangs! And the comeback is on.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Missouri is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Columbia for some time. They're up by 20 over Northern Illinois. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Power football with the run. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're...
Grabs it inside the 15. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The give to the back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, they come up short. It's now going to set up 4th and 1. If I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm finding who's my biggest, most physical back, the guy that I can trust to get north and go get me this first down.
And so I'm bringing all the big bodies in the defensive line, and I'm making sure I get a little bit of penetration so I don't let that big running back get downhill so he can fall forward, so he can get momentum going. Big-time 4th down and short.
I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating.
Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let them.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And this defense has had enough. They've been burned by this guy one too many times already in this game, and they've been trying to make the adjustments.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense...
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming.
Taking him the other way. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
And the Trojans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Troy! They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They're